When your organization is growing, bringing on contractors is pretty much a given. It's essential. But what looks like a straightforward decision it can quickly turn into this tangled web of hidden risks, surprise costs, and just total compliance nightmares if you're not on top of it.
So that brings up a really important question. What's the true cost of your contractors? Because look, it's so much more than what you see on their invoices, right? The real cost is hidden in all that inefficiency, the compliance slip-ups, the projects that go off the rails. Those are the costs that don't show up on a spreadsheet, but believe me, they hit your bottom line, and they hit it hard.
And this leads us right into what we call the contractor conundrum. It's this dangerous space between just hiring someone for a task and truly, properly managing that entire relationship. And it's in that gap where all these unseen risks are lurking, ready to cause some very real and often very painful consequences.
And you've really got to think about the domino effect here. Poor oversight isn't just one isolated problem. It directly leads to your costs ballooning. When projects are disorganized, it just tanks productivity for everyone involved. A single missed compliance check, that can open you up to huge legal and regulatory trouble. And honestly, any one of these issues can do serious, lasting damage to your company's reputation, the very thing you've worked so hard to build.
So here's the bottom line. Without a really solid system in place, facing these problems isn't a matter of if it's going to happen, it's really just a matter of when. When you're trying to juggle contractors with manual tracking, data stuck in different silos and documents scattered everywhere, a major breakdown is pretty much inevitable.
Okay, so how do you actually get out in front of all this chaos? This is where things change. This is the turning point. Let's shift away from the problem and start talking about the solution. A system that's designed to take all that operational risk and turn it into a strategic, even rewarding part of your business.
And that solution is from Embo Systems. I really like this tagline, legacy knowledge, modern systems. It's not just some clever marketing phrase. It perfectly sums up their whole philosophy. They take decades of real-world, deep industry experience and combine it with a cutting-edge, modern approach to technology. It's the best of both worlds.
And when they talk about legacy, they are not kidding. Embo has been doing this, engineering these kinds of solutions since 1991. That's over 30 years of understanding what companies actually need to succeed. So, this isn't some startup that's just guessing what the problem is. This is a veteran company that's been shaping the future of management for a long, long time. And all that experience lets them define what proper contractor management really, truly means. And it all boils down to 4 key pillars. You've got to have crystal clear communication, rock-solid credential verification, continuous performance monitoring, and of course, totally airtight compliance. The whole goal isn't just to keep tabs on people. It's to slash your risk and squeeze every bit of efficiency out of your partnerships. And that's the standard Embo's delivers. So how does Embo actually give you this game-changing level of control? Well, it's not about one single trick or feature. It's a completely comprehensive, integrated system that covers every single touch point you have with the contractor. I mean, just look at the sheer depth on this slide. We're talking about creating one central, undisputed source of truth for literally everything, from legal contracts and codes of practice to pre-contract assessments and permits. All your personnel data, training records, medicals, you name it. Even operational stuff like tool and vehicle registers. It's just incredibly thorough.
And the real beauty of all this is its powerful simplicity. You get a single, centralized system that gives you total oversight. Think about that. No more digging through a dozen different folders, no more hunting through messy spreadsheets, no more chasing down endless email chains. Everything you need is right there, connected and under your control. This comparison really puts it all into perspective, doesn't it? The old way, that's just managed chaos. It's manual, everything's scattered, and it's full of compliance gaps just waiting to become major liabilities. The Embo way is the complete opposite. It's automated, it's centralized, it's all integrated. It's a system designed from the ground up to ensure you're compliant, not just to hope for the best. And what's really smart here is that the system is built to grow with you. The contractor module is this incredibly powerful core, but it's designed to be the hub of a much larger ecosystem. You can seamlessly integrate it with asset management, connect it to your project and invoicing modules, and even link it to other specialized systems. It scales as your needs evolve. And maybe best of all, this is not some rigid one-size-fits-all solution you're stuck with. The entire system is customizable. You can actually tailor it to your organization's specific workflows. You can add your own data stores, fields, columns. The system adapts to how you work, not the other way around.
All right, so we've dug into the powerful features, but let's zoom out for a second. What is the real-world business impact here? Let's talk about how this kind of smart system creates some undeniable strategic advantages for your whole organization.
You know, when you implement a system like this, the outcomes are incredibly clear and measurable. You're fundamentally mitigating risk. You're dramatically increasing productivity by creating so much efficiency and clarity. And when you do those two things really well, you inevitably enhance your reputation as a sharp, reliable, well-run organization.
This quote from the source material just sums it up perfectly. This is about so much more than just avoiding bad outcomes. It's about being able to confidently optimize for positive opportunities because you have this clear, real-time picture of your risk status. It's about playing both defense and offense.
And that really brings us to our final thought. It's all about taking a good, hard look at your own operations and asking yourself one really critical, forward-looking question.
So I'll leave you with this. Is your current risk management framework truly ready for the future? Is it proactive, or is it just constantly reacting to problems? Because at the end of the day, being ready for what's next means having the right systems in place to turn risk from a liability into a managed strategic advantage.